Good day, everybody. This is the Eliac here, back with some more Warpforge, and today we're going to be playing some Eldar, and more specifically, we're going to be playing Eliac Zephyrblade. I've been playing this guy for a couple of games now. I've been having a good success, though I have lost a couple of games, but overall, he's pretty fun to play. He's pretty interesting, and he's much better after we actually managed to get the Striking Scorpions buffed. So the deck that we're going to be using on this guy is a little bit different from Midrange's deck, in a sense that he's not going to be using double Hemlock, and it's not going to be using Spirit Seer Kelinaris, as well as the 5 Energy Seers. The problem in general that you have is that you do not get enough Spirit Stones as Eliac in order to do that, and if you do want to get that, then you need to use Infinity Circuit, and that's a huge tempo loss in general, so I don't think a Warlord like this can benefit that much from it, even though I have seen some players utilize that build as well, but my build is more focused on aggro. So as you can see, we got the standard low cost package here with Warlocks, Veterans, and Defenders, followed of course by Wind Riders and Shroud Runners, as well as the Banshee Mask. These are the things that you see on all Eldar decks almost, because these are a great source of Spirit Stones as well as a great source of early game. However, we are going to have one copy of Webway Incursion and one copy of Sudden Assault. The reason for that being, Sudden Assault can actually be a very good card on Eliac, because he can give that extra shuriken to his units, and Sudden Assault with that can deal a lot of damage if you actually manage to do it correctly. On top of that, the Webway Incursion is pretty good because we're going to be trying to play a little bit aggro, so making, let's say, a Striking Scorpion Exarch or somebody invisible, again, might be a big deal. The reason I just do not run 2 copies of it is because it can end up as dead cards in your hand if you do that. Of course, we're going to have the Striking Scorpion because of that high shuriken as well as the buffed health, and 1 copy of Warsider just to have it bounce back in your deck, in your hand, like whenever you play it. These are very nice 3-drops, especially the Scorpion after the buff, plus it combos well with Eliac's ability. Dance of Death is going to be very good because Dance of Death is like a win condition. Get this on curve and you're gonna have like a very good time, especially with his ability. You can just deal 5 damage per turn. We got double Eldritch Storm and Howling Banshee, both are like essential cards for the Eldar, as well as like Nadu Fireheart, which is really good with its invulnerability, especially if you can combo it with Scorpions and stuff and they don't take damage while attacking, or the Exarch, which is also really good, that can deal 9 damage in a turn if you play Eliac's ability on it. We're gonna have Vengeful Weight Blades, double Crimson Hunter because it's really good, 1 Hemlock for late game punch through, as well as the Wailing Doom. Overall, you don't have like any specific terrible matchups, but it can be difficult if the enemy manages to drop a very beefy front line like Centurions and Archel Gurk and stuff like that. Lichguard are more doable now because they're weaker, they have lower health than before and no ranged attacks, but if the enemy does drop like high armored units, it's usually very difficult for Eldar to get through it, so you usually are trying to play for the early game and push some aggro. So without further ado, let's just get into it and let's see just how well we will be able to do with Eliac. And our first opponent is Chaos. Chaos has been very popular lately, and I do understand why. So we're always going to leave Dance of Death in our hand because I think it's just a very powerful card. It's kind of essential. We could also play Guardian Defender. I think I should have actually swapped that out, but honestly speaking, I think playing the Defender is pretty good because 1 extra Spirit Stone is gonna be very nice, especially for the Warlock combo that we can do later on. So on turn 1, in an ideal scenario, Abaddon will not play anything and he'll just heal up and strike this. Unfortunately, it's not the ideal scenario. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna do the Hellfire Torch, and fortunately it goes face. That is pretty good. Now, unless he for some reason is running 1 cost copies of Abaddon's Chosen, he should not be able to take this out. If he does Warlord ability plus Abaddon's Chosen and takes this out by RNG, it's gonna get very ugly. But we're gonna see how that rolls. Okay, this is actually pretty good. This is pretty good because Now the real question is, how do we want to do this? Do we want to swap this and then just get this and take this out? Or do we want to play, for example, Wind Rider? You know, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to sacrifice a little HP here. But I think it's kind of worth it. So we do this. And we do this. This way we have a pretty nice board. So Abaddon has to think about clearing that, because if he doesn't clear, then I have the follow-up with the Warlock and my Warlord power, and it's going to be very ugly. Honestly, he's going to take a lot of damage. So most probably he wants to play a flank here. Okay, so he kind of answers our bullshit with his own bullshit. Fair enough. I think what we do here is we do this. Then we do this. Because that's going to be a lot of damage, honestly. And as I said, we do want to do a lot of damage. We're not taking that out anyway, so not much point in thinking about that for now. Bringing him down to 23 is pretty good. Then we have the Scorpion Exarch. It's too bad that I could not play the Dance of Death on curve, because, you know, there were just much better choices. There's the Spondum. Very annoying card overall to deal with, but what can you do? It is what it is. There you go. There you go. He's gonna take out 2 of my Spirit Stones, which is annoying as hell, but if he doesn't get HP now on his bullshit card, I'm gonna take it out. Yep, no HP. That is pretty good. That is pretty good, because now I can do this, I can do this, and I can take it out. Alright, that is pretty nice. So with our Eliac, now we got 5 damage per turn if we use the ability. So that's a big deal. That's actually a pretty big deal. Okay, he plays a very, very annoying thing. So, sorry. Real question is, what do we do here? So this is going to deal a lot of damage. I think we gotta take it out. We cannot leave that on the board. It'll be kinda suicidal if we do. So we need to take that out. We can take out the next one as well, if he drops it with Hemlock Wraithfighter. Though it is very annoying for me to be forced... Ooh, okay. That's scary, obviously. But in that way, he kind of gives me the tempo, which I like, because we can deal 5 damage to him. Now, I think it's going to be a Helldrake strike, because he certainly needs to take that guy out, because if he doesn't take it out, he loses. That's a disgusting amount of damage, and that's a very disgusting roll, but what can you do? Now, that's a kind of a mistake, honestly speaking, because first off, I got the Wraithblade here, but I'm not going to play the Wraithblade, actually. What I am going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to stun him, and I'm going to go range damage on him. The mistake on his part was giving me a Spirit Stone, because 2 Spirit Stones is usually the amount you need to play something, so that's pretty good. Now, even if he plays, unless he does a very big... Oh, wow, okay. Did he alt F4? Well, that kind of sucks. What I wanted to say was that if he now played something to take this out, or played a front line, I had the Hemlock, right? So he doesn't have, I don't think he had anything just that would play and take this out instantly. So the best play he had probably was a Helldrake or something again, which could have been massive, but only if he dealt maximum damage again, or Traitor's Satan Helldrake. But fortunately, he just bolted. So there you go. That's a 1 opponent down, which is a beautiful. Let's get some thing. I'm still trying to dig for Tyranids, and funny enough, I'm still not able to get the Terror of Wandergast or the Neurotyrant, so it's pretty funny. Okay. I think we actually switch everything. Now, this is very good. The Wind Rider, in general, against this guy is exceptionally good. It's like one of the best things, I would say. Alright. So, here's my idea. I'm gonna drop a Wind Rider, and I'm just gonna go face. Now, if he doesn't have the 2 energy card that gives him ranged attack, he's in trouble. Plus, I have 2 copies of Wind Rider, so I kind of feel safe. Okay, that's perfect, actually. Let me now drop the Striking Scorpion and just do this. So with Eldar, if possible, you want to abuse the low attack of the Swarm Lord as much as you can, because it's a big deal. Swarm Lord obviously can be a scary matchup if he just gets his combo, but in general, it's not that much of a bad matchup for Eldar, because as you can see, the guy just... the problem with this guy right now is that he doesn't have the ranged attack that'll allow him to be able to deal with everything. So... how do we want to do this? I think I know exactly how we want to do this, or do I not know that? Wait. This can take this out completely if I play this. I think this is how I'm gonna do it. And the problem here is that if he has Rapacious Hunter, yeah, that might be a little bit of a problem. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually sacrifice this guy to get a Spirit Stone, because if he has Rapacious Hunter on turn 5, he would have gotten a lot of HP out of that, so might as well just beat on him as much as we can. Plus, we got the Vengeful Wraithblade coming up. Okay. Oh, Predator Instincts. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, I think we actually do what? We can do this. We can do this. We can take this out. And we can do this. Having Wailing Doom obviously is very good. So these ranged units are kind of putting him in a very awkward situation because of that one ranged attack that the Swarm Lord has. Okay, there's the bit of a problem right there. That unit is a problem unless I get my top deck. So mostly that unit can be a problem, especially if they play that on counterattack. Crimson Hunter is of course a great answer to it, but it can be a big problem. As you can see, like it can kind of ruin your game plan for the most part. Does he have another flank on him? Nope. Okay, how do we want to do this is the question. I think we want to play the Wraithblade. Then we do this. Then we bash this into this. Obviously, we want to take it out. And with the Crimson Hunter, we just deal a ton of damage to the face. There we go. Howling Banshee, Striking Scorpion. If we do get that combo piece, it will be very good because we can drop it, use the ability, and just do the sudden assault, and it's gonna get pretty ugly. Now it's not looking too good for him. There's very few things he can do, and like right now, considering there's a tanky unit on the board, and there's like a flying high range attack unit on the board as well, so yeah, it can be pretty scary. Okay, so he chooses to do that. Let me count. 7. This could potentially be also 7. 14 plus 3. Wait a minute. Actually, do we have lethal? 8. Yeah, we have lethal. What am I even counting? We have lethal. I almost forgot we have the Wailing Doom on us. All right, that's 2-0. That is pretty good. All right, we completed the missions as well. I'm gonna get some Tyranid cards again. I really want to get the new cards for Tyranids. The orcs are already dropping, and I still don't have the Tyranid cards. Kinda sucks. Ditch the Hemlock, ditch the Storm, keep the Wind Rider, and keep not. Oh, Balduco. Okay, if we beat this guy, we're gonna get a ton of points because I think he's number 1 currently. He used to play only Emotech, but I totally understand that he switched to Uriel right now because the Emotech received some very big nerfs. So yeah, it's not looking too good for the Crons currently. So he decides to play a little bit safe. I'm not dropping the Guardian yet because he can just easily take it out without even trying much. So he does Master of the Fleet again. I play the Guardian. I think I also play the second Guardian. I think this is the best moment to do that, hoping that he can't clear everything so that I get some Spirit Stones off of that, because it's a big deal to get some Spirit Stones. He went first, so he doesn't get the counter attack. Unfortunately, he does get that, which is a little bit annoying, but whatever. We can still deal with it. We get 1 Spirit Stone, which is good because with Aspect Shrine now I get actually 3, which is nice. I need some invisibility. Yeah, thank you very much. There's the Striking Scorpions. He's not gonna have enough to clear the Striking Scorpion because he needs the AoE plus his Warlord power for that. So unless he uses a refill, he's not getting that. Next turn can also be very good with Nadu Fireheart. Yes, it is pretty good. It is a pretty good turn for me. The real question is, how do I want to do it though? I guess like this. Okay. I think he can use the AoE package right now. That would be pretty good. If he does not, however, that's going to be pretty good for me. Yeah, there you go. There's the Storm Raven. Then there's going to be his Warlord power. And he's going to bash into destroy my Spirit Stone, which is actually pretty hellish to deal with when he's like breaking all of your Spirit Stones. But you know what? We can deal with it. So we keep attacking. We want to make this match go as low as possible before he starts dropping some crazy powerful units. But he's already, if he drops like a Centurion right now, I kind of lose the game. So, but fortunately for us, Uriels do not play Centurions as far as I remember. You can always get surprised by what the opponent might actually be playing, but you know, I hope that he's not playing a Centurion. Okay, now this is not too bad. I can play this, I can play this, I can do this, which means that I can take everything out. And we can just go face. Wailing Doom, really good. However, he's ahead in HP. I really don't like the fact that he's ahead in HP because that becomes very scary. Oh, Calcius. That ain't too good. Now, Lieutenant Calcius is one of the things that just seals the game instantly. I really hate that card, honestly. Ever since the day I found it, it's like... It's probably one of the more annoying cards in this game. It can deal so much damage to your Warlord, it's not even funny. So what do I do here is the question. There isn't really much that I can do. I guess... all I really can do here is do something like this. And hope for the best. And we just hope for the best. Oh, that Calcius hurt so much. So, what's coming for 9 energy? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. The 7th is his power. Yeah, Epistolary Librarian, not good news. The Librarian is not good news at all, and I don't even know what to do here anymore. Yeah, hard one. Yeah, I might just have to do this. There's really not much else I can really pull off. There's not much else I can do. Fortunately, we get 2 cards on the next turn. He might have lethal right now, but if he doesn't have lethal, I might get lethal actually next turn, depending on which 2 cards I manage to draw. Storm Raven, okay. Death from Above, yeah, that's lethal. Scary matchup overall, I would say, but pretty even still. Could have gone both ways. Unfortunately, I think... did we make a mistake there? I'm not sure. Maybe I should have played a little bit more aggro, but in any case, he got us. Mostly, Uriel's ability to just clear the Spirit Stones is very, very difficult. It's a much better matchup for Galen. It's a much better matchup for Medrael Galen. Reason for that being that Galen can get like a constant supply of units, so she can like sooner or later get the necessary stones. I actually did manage to still gather the stones here, but despite that, I never really managed to use them. Nothing for Tyranids, unfortunately. Okay, let's go. Yeah, maybe we could have played that a little bit better, but overall a pretty good game, and I would say pretty equal for the most part. I think that Lieutenant Calcius kind of sealed the game for us because it just dealt too much damage. Okay, let's see who is next. Okay, it's not finding an opponent. Are there not a lot of people playing? That sucks, honestly. Because like above 2,500, usually there are people playing. So it's surprising that there's nobody right now. Oh well, whatever it is, we'll see. I think one of the mistakes that we made there might have been not swapping out the starting hand correctly. Okay, we got the Orcs, and this is a beautiful hand. We're certainly keeping this. Veteran Guardian is actually the drop that you want to keep, not the other Guardian. This one is pretty good because it has 3 HP. So that 3 HP really does help against a lot of Warlords. Now, Orcs did receive some very hefty nerfs, so we should be able to kind of out-aggro him. I'm not sure how good the Orcs are after the nerfs, but something tells me they're not that good because all the unstable and cost increases and stuff surely would have hit them. And there's also the moment that the prop Achilles is not available anymore, which is really good. Well, it's available, but it does much less damage, which is really good. Okay, on this turn we just do this. We're gonna deal quite a bit of damage to him now. And since Gruk has 35 HP instead of 40, he's already gonna be pretty low. So he's 25, whereas normally he would have been at 30, right? So this is a big deal. Then, if he doesn't play anything too big, I might just play Dance of Death and smack his face. That's a little bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm still gonna play Dance of Death here. Might as well start it off. He could actually drop a green... Ooh, okay. Oh, Makari, alright. Very well, my friend. Wait a minute. Let's do this. Let's do this. And let's do this. He's gonna be able to take that out and I don't get a Spirit Stone, but it's still alright. Actually. Unless he makes a mistake, which is possible. Why though? Is that really necessary? I don't know. That seemed kinda unnecessary to me, to be honest, to drop like that thing there, but oh well. Okay, bash into this. It's gonna blow up, take out Makari. And I'm gonna take this out. Okay, clear. We're gonna keep the Crimson Hunters either as a emergency card, a face damage tool, or against the Stormboy. Interesting, okay. I don't think I need to use this now. It could be a very bad move. Let's have this guy stunned. Let's see if we can bait out the Stormboy. If he has a Stormboy, this might be a very big bait. Like, he might really wanna play it because it's a free trade, right? So could be pretty good. I'm gonna keep my Eldritch Storm in case he has like ooh. That is one heck of an annoying card. I'm not gonna lie, boys. That is one heck of an annoying card. And we got a Hemlock. But not enough Spirit Stones for a Hemlock. I'm not sure what's the correct play, but I kind of think this is it. Take out Makari, please. Thank you. I guess this is the correct play in this case. As annoying as it is, that's the correct play. I think no Mocking About's gonna come out, right? Because this is a very heavy troop. Yep. Needs to take that out. You know what? I need to start going face. I need to start going face and dealing some damage. There's gonna be an Arch Shell soon, and that's where the Hemlock is gonna come into play. No Spirit Stones for Hemlock as per tradition, but it's still a good tool just to punch the enemy heavy troop out, because this is what helps you deal with the heavy vanguards. There's also Rock Invasion dropping, but we're not really afraid of Rock Invasion because it no longer gives him Arch Shells. That's absolutely fine. That's not too good. Gonna have to do this. Yeah, that's nice. Is it gonna blow up the spanner? Nope. Then we do this. Take that out. No more squig buggies for him. That's alright. Storm Boys. Okay, Red Wa. Okay, what do I get? I get this, which is not bad, actually. And I'm gonna do this, whack him here. I'm gonna make this invisible. Then I'm gonna do this, and I'm going to go face. Because there's no way he's dealing 22 damage. Actually, there is a way, but there could be a way, but he already wasted a lot of Plagas and Storm Boys, so him doing a Carnage combo right now is unlikely, right? Yep, there's the big boy. Oh, he's playing techniques or whatever, pyrotechnicians. That's pretty cool. Gotta admit that is pretty cool. There's the Arch Shell, the card that I really didn't want to deal with, but I have to deal with. So let's just take it out. And with a good Eldritch Storm, I can actually win. Yep, there you go. Yeah, so with your Hemlock, you always want to conserve that Hemlock against the Orcs or the Arch Shell, because the Arch Shell is basically the bane of your existence when you're playing Eldar. Because if you don't have a Hemlock, killing that is very difficult. It's like, yeah, it's not fun. So this is something that you really gotta think about when you're playing against the Orcs. Against the Ultramarines, if there's a Centurion, you might be in trouble, so you might want to keep that for Centurion. I lost the game against a Kalgar today because I didn't take it into account that he could actually have Centurions in there. Crimson Hunter, Eldritch Storm, might want to actually replace all. And obviously we want the Aspect Shrine. Ooh. That's actually a pretty good thing, Warp Spider. Okay, we're definitely dropping a Warp Spider here. Oh, we got the Sudden Assault. So we're gonna have a combo. That means we might want to keep the Striking Scorpion in hand for a little bit. The Warp Spider is gonna do a lot of heavy lifting here. So, unless he drops something that kind of forces me to sacrifice my Warp Spider, it can be really good. Because this thing can be so annoying. You can keep going face and dealing damage while cycling back into your hand. Yep, and that's what happens, I guess. No, we don't play the Dance of Death yet, because if I play the Dance of Death right now, I have an empty board. So, I play this instead. Get the 2 Spirit Stones ready, just for any future plans that are there. That can be a little bit nasty. He even goes face. I'm actually... I actually think that is a... I actually think that is a bit of a... I actually think that is a little bit wrong. So let me get a little bit of health here. The health is gonna be really good, because what happens is that it still cycles back. I'm gonna have to take some damage to the face as well. I could have, of course, cleared this without taking any damage to the face, but this way I maintain the board, and maintaining the board is always a priority, if you ask me. Oh, nasty. Does he have a flank? Is the real question. Okay, very good. He still has to take the 2 damage, which is nice, because my Dance of Death is gonna be on point. Alright. Dance of Death it is. Now, there's a very strong play coming up very soon, so we'll wait for that. Okay, Leviathan Tendrils. He plays a slow turn, that is good. Alright, nice. First off, we drop this. We take it out. We drop the Warp Spider, and we just go face. And just for the heck of it, let me make this invisible as well. Because if he has Rapacious Hunter, it's gonna be really good, because that means he's not gonna drop anything at all on the board if he plays Rapacious Hunter. And if he does not have that, I'm gonna deal a lot of damage on the next turn. The combo is gonna be very, very strong. Might actually be even lethal. We'll see. Biomorphologies, obviously. That's gonna be scary if you gave a lot of armor to some units. Tyrant Guard with a lot of armor, if he drops it, might be a small issue. Now, let me hope it does not take out... oh, nice. We got lucky on top. He should not have gone face. That was wrong. Okay, so we drop this. We play this. And we do this. Okay. Nice. So, we also take this out, I guess. Oh, no, actually... Let me do this. Let me go face. And let's deal some damage to him again. Yeah, he should be done now because he's way too low. Yeah, that can be a very devastating combination. That's a lot of Shuriken. You can also play some other cards to support it, like gain Shuriken and stuff like that, but I think it's still... I think this is alright. Even without that, so that you don't have to sacrifice a lot of cards for it. Next turn we have many ways to just take him out. We can sacrifice this into something and play Eldritch Storm if we need to. Double Banshee Mask is here. There's a... Ooh, what is this? Uh-oh. 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 Oh, god damn. We almost lose because of the Norn Emissary. My god, what the hell was this? Holy hell, that's a very strong unit. He should actually synapsed on the Norn Emissary. He made a small mistake there. He missed some damage. Christ, that's crazy. Once again, I don't think he needs to be going face. I think that's kind of wrong. Yeah. He's done. That was very scary. That Norn Emissary almost pulled the game in his favor. But, oh, holy hell. Yeah, that was a stressful game. GG. GG to the Neurotrope. Makes me actually want to try out that build later. Anyway, gentlemen, hope you enjoyed. That's my take on Eliac Zephyrblade. Give him a shot, and let's see how well he does for you. Thank you for watching, and Ecclesiarch out.